it's kind of good that I screwed that up because we got a topic we're going to touch on called customer relations. Hello out there, my name is Chris Work. I'm here with the ProfitDig Construction Show. Thank you for tuning in. I'm here this evening with partner Jeff Spencer. Jeff, how's it going?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Good. We got a couple special guests this evening. We've got Jeffrey Washington of N2 Home Solutions. I almost messed that up. There you go. NK2. I said N2.
Yeah.
Hey, we've been playing a lot.
Yeah. It's I got Josh Young with Young's Construction.
Yes, sir.
You know what? In fact, it's kind of good that I screwed that up because we got a topic we're going to touch on called customer relations. Guys, so tell me, okay, as general contractors, we all deal with people on a daily basis.
Yes.
So,
The service industry.
it is. It's the service industry. And you can't please everyone. It doesn't matter how well you deliver. So how are we handling that situation? Things
It just depends.
just fit. Yeah.
So, it depends on the type of customer. Sometimes you get the people who are just going to be laid back. They're going to be laid back. We're not 100% perfect. So some things may happen here or happen there, and that customer is going to be like, "Hey, I've seen this. Do you think you could do something about that?" Yeah, we'll get it taken care of. It's no problem. And then sometimes you have really high-strung customers, and they're just like, they will nitpick or they'll be over your shoulder while you're working.
You love it, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I don't mind it if it's an educational thing. Like if they want to know and they're asking me questions while I'm going through the work. That's cool.
The questions cost more.
Questions
This will be a little.
Change order.
No bidding process.
It's per question.
Look.
That was the question.
Do you have a price list on that? No.
Imagine unfollowing your ice list.
The scroll. I'm like it's all in here. It's all in.
Yeah, you're not going to ask anything that hasn't been asked before. And that's pricing next to each question.
Each way. They're like, oh, how long is this going to take? Yep, that's the big one. One is the longest charge.
Yes.
So it all depends. Sometimes you can run into certain customers where the job goes great and you may run into a change order that you have no control over, but does affect how the job flows. Mm-hmm. And then after that change order, they might not like you anymore because they're like, I'm paying you, we had a contract for this, mm-hmm. and this came up, and most people understand, hey, things are going to happen. Yeah. Sometimes people didn't pull permits. They might have built it themselves. You never know what you're going to run into.
Sure.
Codes are codes.
Right.
So, and they change,
Mm-hmm. And through no fault of your own, just situational stuff.
Yeah.
It's out of your control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, that sometimes it's money that they are not expecting to spend. Yeah. So I think sometimes, it can dampen the relationship a bit, and you just have to be able to work through it, and show them why this is important, why this will help with the job instead of just be pulling money out of your pocket.
Right. Or say someone retains your services, you go in, you're working on the project, and they're like, well, hey, could we do it this way? Or something like that. Start trying to change direction in the middle of the job. I mean, you just take a step back, like, hey, look, we can do whatever you want, but there's going to be an additional cost for this or that.
And that usually is in the contract. I usually try to put that in my contract. If I'm all for good ideas, but what we've done already is created a workflow.
Right.
And me and my guys are going to go through that workflow because we've done it multiple times. Right. So when you change the workflow, that adds time.
Yeah.
Time adds money.
Adds money.
So, there has to be an associated cost with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe that customer decides, I'm just going to go watch some TV in the back room.
Or their suggestion could be totally against code or wrong, and it's your responsibility to be like, and we can't do that, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if it's just an aesthetic thing, well, we can do that, but this is what happens when we do that.
Gotcha.
Do that. So,
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, is there anything you'd like to share? Any tips for some guys just getting started, you know, that maybe don't have the experience that y'all have? I mean,
Find mentors. Find people. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and find people who have more experience than you.
Yeah.
Pride will get in the way, and that can make you hit your head and cost you out of your pocket, cost you time. And it's better to have a village or people that you can go to with certain things than to try to figure everything out, because you're running a business and time and money. So if you can't figure out a solution fast enough, you're going to be dragged, you know, and it's only going to hurt you in the long run. So don't be afraid to reach out, you know.
Yeah.
and we hit on a little bit, but like just our relationship, yes, we technically are a competition. We pretty much do the same stuff.
Yeah.
But I find you, it's a benefit to have. We can compare pricing, kind of be you know, competitive, you know, have, you know, kind of pricing, in our market, and you know, tools, you know, we can exchange whatever, you know.
Man,
I feel is an asset as opposed to, you know, competition.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're in a growing community. I may not feel like it.
No, it
Just jog down the street, but it's absolutely growing.
That's where I feel it the most.
Yeah. Traffic, I'm like, but if you go to Dixon at noon,
No.
it wasn't like that 20 years ago.
No.
But and I really, I've heard it from both sides. You know, I've heard. I grew up with some guys. They're contractors themselves now. You know, and they're all about just compete. They're like, hey, look, I got
Eat dog.
sorry, you know, this is what it is. This is business. Business is business, and you know, I understand that aspect to a degree, but there's also conglomerates. When you look at conglomerates, they're not conglomerates by themselves.
Right.
They came together, and that's why they're as big as they are. You know.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I think that it's a toss up. You know, depending on your personality type or your business structure or you know what your friend group is. But I always think that look for assets in people. And be an asset yourself. You know, make sure that you're helping out and not just taking all the time.
Yeah.
Because you get looked at as liability, right? In the sport.
Have you guys ever run into that awkward scenario where you've been on the same job?
The first time we met, it wasn't awkward though.
No,
Cause he was doing the tile shower. I did the floors and the cabinets.
Okay.
And so we were subbed out to do those particular jobs. So it wasn't like we were bidding on the same job.
Yeah.
But
we haven't ran into that.
Yeah.
not yet.
Not yet.
On guard.
That's good. Because look, it'd be so hilarious. They're like, oh yeah, I got a bid from him, you bid from him. We both show up on the job like, oh yeah, well we're just gonna knock this out.
Whatever KSP it is, mine's $100 less than that.
Free time.
So sorry, man.
It's obvious.
Well, that's awesome. Well, you guys, any other additional tips in terms of customer relations? Like that first bad experience. We've all had a bad customer or a bad client along the way, you know. Any tips for how to handle that situation to not blow your lid and storm out? I mean,
you can't really, because I had a recent bad experience, and I was actually.
and who was this? No.
And it was actually a restaurant.
Right.
And they wanted me to do some work. Well, they also wanted some brick work and some other work. And so I was like, okay, well, I know some people. I'll just have them come out and give you a bid, and you can talk to them.
Yeah.
But, you know, they got mad at me when they gave their bid, saying it was too much. And I'm like, I'm not affiliated with them. They're their own business, you know, so whatever their price is, I'm like, I don't know what their overhead is, you know, gas money, because one of the contractors was from Ashland City. It was a pretty good drive.
Yeah.
You know, he's got equipment, he's got to run, he's got employees, he's got to pay. I don't know what his business is. That's his business in both aspects of the term. So But I'm not affiliated. And then they got mad at me, thought I was trying to, screw them over. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to do y'all a favor.
Yeah.
Like, please believe me.
Yeah.
But
So you didn't say like, well, what do you want to pay, and then call that contract?
no, I just said, okay, all right. I'm just, all right. Can't really eat there no more, but bye.
At least there's another one still more.
Right.
But yeah,
Well, that's
customer relations.
it's
It can be a toss up.
yeah, it can.
Because it's really kind of a touchy situation because a lot of times a big portion of your business relies on word of mouth.
Yeah.
That's it.
And so, that one bad experience, if they know a lot of people that need work done, I mean, it could hurt you.
Bad, tremendous.
Yeah.
And then that can dictate too how you handle the situation.
Yeah.
You know that this person knows a lot of people.
Yeah.
Sometimes might eat dirt.
Yeah.
There just to
You gotta,
Yeah.
gotta kind of be a graceful bow out,
Right.
Yes.
I will say this: your repeat customers, me personally, are my best customers. I love repeat customers because they already know you.
Yeah.
There's no awkward, I'm so and so, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
They already know what kind of work you do. That's why they're calling you back. I love them, and they love me.
Yeah.
And I've had one reason I was telling him he grilled for me every lunch, every day. He grilled food for me, and would give me a beer. Yeah, give me a beer for lunch, and all the drinks that I wanted. Just here, you need anything? You need anything? You need, because he likes my work that much. He appreciated. I was always on time, always there. And I'd work, if it was a bigger job, I'd work 7-8 days straight just to get it done, to get out of their house, and so they can go back to normal life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And obviously, he was grilling me freaking burgers and stuff. It was delicious.
I didn't want to leave, honestly.
No,
How many change orders on this job?
you don't have any change orders.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, I might take a little bit off the time for it.
There you go.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I come back medium well.
I didn't think I just thought there.
That'll be for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys, we'll wrap this up. Yes, sir. Jeffrey, Josh, Jeff,
Thank you.
appreciate y'all.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having
We'll
me.
put your contact information in the description so everybody can reach out. They need you here. And well, I didn't ask a very important question. As far as your service areas go, what are we looking at here?
What do you want?
Well,
What do you need, sir?
what do you need? I'm willing to cook you a medium well burger or something. Drink.
He'll probably go to Mississippi.
I'll switch.
He'll probably go. He'll be like, it's a food trip.
Now I'll swipe your roof. That's how good.
All right. Yeah. Well, think about your average job. How far are you willing to travel and serve that? I'm just saying for our dealership. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If they wanted to contact you for your services,
Talk about stuff.
we don't. Middle Tennessee.
I cover Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee. Okay.
I know it.
We go.
I cover this area.
All right.
And I'll go out to neighboring counties and stuff, but maybe some Bellevue stuff,
Sure.
maybe some Franklin stuff, but I don't really want to drive that far.
I got you.
So, and that's just personal preference. Like I said, I drove for a long time for a living. I don't really want to drive.
He knows everyone here. He doesn't have to go. I'm just like, hey,
Okay.
see you. I'll be there.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Well, listen, if you guys in Dixon County or surrounding counties or the Middle Tennessee area, reach out to NK2 Home Solutions and Yellows Construction. They can help you out. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the ProfitDig Construction Show. Looking for a bidding and causal solution? Check us out, ProfitDig.com. If you don't mind, while you're here, subscribe to the channel, like the video. We'll see you soon.
See you guys.